Hello my dear friends, welcome back to Top Lesson for You. Let us discuss about the terms related to body movements, right? In the previous lecture I have discussed about the terms related to body positions as we are discussing about anatomical terms, right? I'm very glad, I'm very happy and I'm very pleased and I'm very thankful to you guys that you guys are taking a little bit interest in my videos. It's making me so much happy, and it is pushing me towards to record more and more lectures to you guys. So please you guys share these videos with your friends also. Thank you so much. Let's move towards the terms related to body movements. Terms related to body movements. Our body performs certain movements while we are sitting, while we are dancing, while we are running, while we are standing, while we are doing anything. Our body performs certain movements. So what are those certain movements called in anatomy, right? So these are called the terms related to body movements. While we are walking, we are doing certain movements. While we are eating, we are doing certain movements. While we are sitting, we are doing certain movements. And while we are running, our body performs certain movements. So what are those certain movements called? Now let's move towards those important movements. So the first pair that I have here is called the flexion and extension. Clear, friends? What is meant by flexion and extension? Look, I will tell you what is meant by flexion. Look, this is my hand, this is my upper limb, right? You know that when I bring my hand like this, so here becomes an angle of about 90 degrees, right? So if I stretch my hand back, the angle becomes double, so it becomes about 180. Now look, when I'm bringing my hand forward, right, the angle is decreasing, right? The angle is slowly decreasing. Once again, the angle is 180 degree. So when I bring my hand like this, the angle is decreasing 120, 90, 60, 30, right? So that moment in which the angle between two bones decreases, that moment is called flexion. Look, this is my fingers. Look, angle decreased, right? Here the angle decreased. Flexion. Look, the angle is decreasing. This is called flexion. Here angle is decreasing. Flexion. Here angle is decreasing. Flexion. Here angle is decreasing. Flexion. When you go down, the angle in between the hip and abdomen decreases. The thigh and abdomen decreases. This is called flexion. Right? So what is flexion? A movement in which the angle between two bones decreases. Angle between two bones decreases. This is called flexion. Right. So look, while we are eating something, look, this is a biscuit in my hand and I'm bringing it towards my mouth. So look, here the angle is decreasing, right? So this movement is called the flexion movement, right? And then there is extension, and extension is opposite to that. Look, flexion, and when I am taking back my hand towards its original position, so the angle is again increasing, right? So the moment in which the angle between two bones increases, right? So we say angle between two bones increases. This movement is called extension. Clear, friends? Then there is another word that is called, it is related also to the flexion and extension, that is called the lateral flexion. Lateral flexion. So lateral, as I told you in the previous lecture, lateral means away from midline. So look carefully. If you are flexing away from midline, away from the center, this is called lateral. So lateral flexion. Look, this is lateral flexion. Here the angle decreased, but my head tilted towards the lateral side. That's why we call it lateral flexion. Again, lateral flexion. Lateral flexion, right? Lateral. Look here, the angle in between the thigh and the abdomen, the lateral side, decreases. The angle decreases. So this is called lateral flexion. Lateral flexion. Lateral flexion. Here again, lateral flexion, right? So what is lateral flexion? When the angle between two bones decreases towards the lateral side, this is called lateral flexion. Clear, friends? And then there is another word which is called overextension. Overextension. Look, I will tell about this also. Overextension. Look, friends. Look, this movement is called, look, you tell me please. Tell. When the hand is doing like this movement, so the angle is decreasing. The angle here is 180. But when it comes down, the angle decreases. So this movement is called flexion. But when it is going back, this is called extension. When it reaches its own position and you over extend it, so this is called over extension. Right? Look, when I'm going down, this is flexion. Right? Flexion. But I'm coming up, this is extension, and I came to my position and then going further backward, this is called overextension, right? So overextension is also clear to you guys. So flexion, extension, lateral flexion and overextension. Okay, these are the movements. Then there is another pair, and that is called abduction and adduction. Abduction. And there is adduction. Here is ABD, here is ADD, adduction. What is meant by abduction and adduction? Look carefully, friends. As here is our friend. Okay, he is standing and we are not taking the help of him. Look, he is standing and this is his midline. So when his hands are going away from midline, this is called abduction, and when the hands are coming back towards the midline, this is called adduction, right? So the movement away from midline, this is called abduction. Look carefully. Here is our friend standing, right? Like this. You know that this is his midline. This is midline. So whenever our friend does like this, do this action, look. Like this. He stands like this. This is called abduction, right? So look, he is going away from midline. So this was his midline and he went away from midline. This is called abduction. So abduction means away from midline, right? And adduction, when he do like this, look, when he comes back to its original position, right? So he came back. This movement, when he comes back towards the midline, this is called adduction. But when he goes away from midline, this is called abduction, right? So adduction means towards midline, right? When we are doing exercise, right, we are doing like this. So look, abduction, adduction, abduction, adduction, right? So these movements are related to these. So abduction and adduction, I hope it's clear to you guys, right? Then we move towards the next movement, towards the next pair, that is called the circumduction, right? Circumduction. What is meant by circumduction? So look, abduction, adduction. and this is called circumduction. So circumduction means movement in 360 degrees. This is called circumduction. Movement in 360 degree. This is called circumduction. Clear, friends? Then there is another movement that is called medial rotation and lateral rotation. Medial rotation, and then there is lateral rotation. Right, friends? So you know medial and you know lateral, right? So look carefully. When he is doing movements like this, look, if you can see him, look carefully, he is standing and he do this movement, look. Right? This is called lateral rotation, medial rotation. Now if I am standing in front of you like this, I am standing in anatomical position, so when I bring my thumbs towards the midline, this is called medial rotation. And when I am taking back my thumb away from midline, this is called lateral rotation. So during lateral rotation, you are showing the palmar surface of your hand, and during medial rotation, you are showing the dorsal surface of your hand, right? So when you are standing like this, medial rotation, lateral rotation, medial rotation, lateral rotation, right? So medial rotation means rotation towards the midline. Okay. Medial rotation means rotation towards midline, right? And lateral means away, so rotation away from midline. This is called lateral rotation. Clear, friends? This was another movement. Then there is another movement, and that is called pronation and supination. Pronation and supination. What is the meaning of pronation and supination? Pronation and supination are the only movements which are performed by your hand. Look, if you are standing like this, so this is called pronation. This is called supination. Pronation, supination. When someone says that pronate please, so you have to take your thumb towards the midline and your palmar surface downward. So this is called pronation, supination. If you keep a plate of soup in your hand, so this will be supination, because we don't keep the plate of soup here, right? So this is called supination, pronation, supination, pronation, like this. If you are standing here, right? So this is supination, and then pronation. Supination, you have to keep your hand like this. Supination, pronation, supination, pronation, right? So supination and pronation both are the movements of your hand. Clear, friends? Done. Then there is another movement, and that is called protraction and retraction. Number 5. Protraction and retraction. So protraction and retractions are the movements of your neck, right? Look carefully. Pro means before. Protraction, retraction. You are standing in anatomical position. Protraction, retraction, right? So during protraction, your head moves anteriorly, and during retraction, your head moves posteriorly, right? So protraction and retraction is another movement, right? So we don't need to write them also here. Why? Because I'm doing all those actions in front of you. Protraction, retraction, right? Then there is another moment, and that is called inversion and eversion. Number 6. Inversion and eversion. Inversion and eversion.